Ladies and gentlemen, Six Fig Stock Trader here from YouTube, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin and ICP. But first, I'm going to need your guys' help with this thing. I need a name, and I need to figure out where I'm going to put this. I figure on the green market days, we're going to be really plugging this thing in so these eyes shine bright. This is the first official fan mail of the Six Fig Stock Trader YouTube channel, so I want to make sure that it gets put on a pedestal somewhere on the set. It's just too cool, and it's very unique. So this is wonderful to see. Actually, I'm going to put this right there. Right there. So hopefully that thing doesn't come tumbling down, but let's get into the TA. So welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at in the world. We are going to be talking about Bitcoin first. Before we get into all this, though, I want to just say that I snapped up this ETH flower. It's got a rarity of 69.4%. I'm thinking, what would the last two digits of this thing be? But it's the rest in peace inflation. I'm digging it. So I ended up getting this for free, actually. I took a risk, but when Origin launched their token, I was an earlier investor, and then overnight I ended up with like 100 ICP profit. So this was exactly 100 ICP. So I wanted to dump it into the ICP NFT ecosystem to help support that. So all that stayed in the ecosystem, which was pretty cool to get an ETH flower out of the deal. But when we look at a prediction I made back on May 12th, I went on Crypto Airborne's channel, which I will be on his channel again tonight, talking about the markets. You can follow him at crypto_airborne. And anyways, on May 12th, I was talking about how I thought Bitcoin would hit 22,500 at the 200 moving average, or 200-day moving average, that is, on June 13th, June 14th-ish. So let's see what happened. We've got the weekly chart here, and we can see that Bitcoin came down and nicked the 200-day moving average on June 13th at right around, I don't know, $22,419. So my month out prediction came to fruition within like $81. So this was pretty cool to see. Now, we are seeing Bitcoin in the markets kind of do some weird things, and I've got basically a growth curve of Bitcoin here. And these little blue extensions are just extensions that I've made, and we'll get into that in just a second. But really, when have we seen significant times to accumulate Bitcoin? Well, when we drop underneath this lower band here of the growth curve. As we can see, the coronavirus crash was a perfect example of this. And I've been seeing a lot of sentiment on like all social media that we are going to see like this huge recession incoming. People are acting like we've never experienced coronavirus and the effects that had on the world economy. It brought everything crippling to its knees. And we still saw Bitcoin go shooting up in the middle of a pandemic worldwide. So even though we're having a financial crisis in the world right now, specifically probably the USA, I don't think that we are going to see some craziness happen like people are kind of talking about. Now, one thing that I want to do is get rid of this, and I want to pull up the Bitcoin investor tool, and this has really kind of started to grow on me. Basically, it's a 750-day moving average, and like I said before, anytime we really drop down below this green line here, it's been decent times to accumulate cryptocurrency. It just has been, especially Bitcoin. So you can see here, prices have been underneath this little area, this little green line, which is that 750-day moving average, for about 5 weeks now. And we have come down to kiss on the 200-day moving average. So are we going to see a V-shaped recovery? Who knows? But right now, I do think that the price is too far away from this Ichimoku cloud up here. So with that said, folks, I think there could be this chance that we get a V-shaped recovery out of this, or we got to be really prepared if this thing lasts all summer Maybe we get a cup and handle. Maybe we get some sort of longer drawn out bear market over the next year. I would like to see a rebound from here. And I think that there is every bit of a chance that we could see some sort of inverse head and shoulders happen on that scale, and then maybe even a little baby one. But there is this double-edged sword to all this, because we have an ABC corrective wave right now. And I do think that there could be a bounce that happens, maybe up to around this $35,000, $36,000-ish level. But we need to watch out for the DE corrective wave if it hits. So I'm hoping that it doesn't. A lot of times we will really see like the ABC corrective waves happen, but it is possible. Here's an ABC corrective wave. It is possible for us to get the DE in there as well. So let's just take a quick look at Internet Computer, because that's why we are all here. And you can kind of see, I think the last time I left off, I was talking about the possibility of a mega inverse head and shoulders occurring. This would be absolutely epic if that does happen. But we are still seeing, folks, we are still seeing a very bullish sign from ICP. And this is one of the reasons why I'm digging this current setup right now, because we currently still have this falling wedge that is really kind of tying up the price of ICP right now. I mean, this is definitely a falling wedge in my opinion, and we can definitely see that it's a multi-year falling wedge. And this thing's been going down while everything else was going up. And now that we've got a lot more information as to what exactly happened with ICP and the short attack that was launched on ICP from all those billionaires and FTX and a bunch of other garbage, we can see how this Ichimoku cloud is becoming really thin right in here. So it wouldn't surprise me if we saw ICP go for a little bit of a jog, especially if we see some sort of V-shaped recovery. Now, the $395 price point is not an exaggeration at all. So I do think that when we look at one of the more higher parts of known resistance, was September 6th, September 7th, somewhere in there. Let's just pull up the daily for this. And what you can see, this is really one of the last well-known highest resistance points for ICP. So we're going to use this to help us draw our Fibonacci extension. And if this is the bottom, you can see how a price target of $395 is totally doable. And ICP has been at that price before. So with that said, I do think that ICP is looking rather good. And so we'll just have to kind of wait it out to see if we go down lower as a market whole or if we climb up out of this thing. But if you're looking for more videos on the ICP ecosystem, check out my end screens here, and we'll see you guys all on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate it. Peace.